What I want to be when I grow up is a photographer.
When I grow up, I want to be a doctor.
I want to be a police officer.
I want to be an artist.
I want to be a professional baseball player. I want to be an engineer and a judge.
I want to be a mathematician. I want to be a ballerina,
A football player.
a doctor, construction worker,
Engineer.
a teacher.
We need to remember that the most significant period of growth and development is with a young child. All the opportunities that we have are with kids from 0 to 8.
So it's the most important time in a child's life in terms of mental development, emotional development, psychological development.
We see it in higher reading scores, we see it in higher graduation rates, better prepared for different careers, and then lower crime in later years.
Unfortunately, all children aren't treated the same. We should be able to send our children to school and know that they're going to be treated all equally and have the same access to the best schools or the best teachers, and we don't have to fight. And I think love is important because that shouldn't be a worry as a parent.
The League of Education Voters' mission to help ensure high quality, accessible, equitable education from P16 for all of our state's children, that's a really high charge. And frankly, we should settle for nothing less.
They are relentless in their pursuit of opportunity for kids, whether it's policy work, support for funding, advocacy, community engagement, all of these components that go into creating sustainable change.
And it's a really valued and trusted voice that lawmakers and other professionals look to for information and research and suggested policies.
The League of Education Voters also understands that the voters of the future will have a quality early learning experience no matter where they live in this state.
We have staff in the Tri-Cities, here in Spokane, and then of course headquartered in the Puget Sound area. It's really boots on the ground, and that matters. And the needs are different throughout our state. And I think it's important that we have people who are there throughout the state.
They understand that one size doesn't fit all. They actually listen to the groups that they're seeking to help advocate for.
They are our advocates. Everywhere that I go in the early learning field, there generally is somebody there from the League of Education Voters. And I know they're pounding the halls of the state legislature, asking for answers to really tough questions, and we need that voice.
Good morning. There's an urgency around this work that we do, particularly when we're working in communities of color, where sometimes the resources and access to outside fundings and outside opportunities aren't as easy to find.
It's really important for me as a parent that my children see themselves as learners. They see themselves as going to college, and that's an expectation because the alternative options are not options that I care for my kids that so many African American males experience. I fight hard for that and take that seriously. I don't want my child to be that child that I lose to gangs or that I lose to the prison system, and I can say that from having lost brothers that way.
If we believe in democracy, if we believe that part of our responsibility is to prepare young citizens for public engagement, to prepare young citizens for the workforce, then we have to invest and have an understanding of the value of early learning.
When you give money to LEV, it is a dial turner, and it has always been a dial turner.
Every student in the state, whether they're in K-12, higher ed, early learning, is benefiting from the League of Education Voters' work.
I'm excited that there's people out there that invested to making sure that we do level the playing field and we do give all children, because they deserve it, an opportunity to grow and learn and be healthy, productive individuals for our society. That's what we want for all of our kids.